So Genesis chapter 1, or the first part of Genesis, talks about the fall of man, and it was a tree. Well, really, it was us. It was what's inside of us. The tree didn't do anything, but the tree was there as an actor. It was the knowledge that we wanted. It was something else that we needed. It was control that we sought. It was independence from God that prompted Adam and Eve to eat from the tree and to disobey God, to believe the serpent, and to initiate death. But why was it a tree? Have you ever asked that question? Why the tree? The tree does so many good things for us. The tree is so wonderful in and of itself, but why did it have to be the forbidden fruit? Well, the tree and the fruit are nothing really. It's the attitude that always does us in. We like to be in charge. How many of you ever heard the 3-year-old say, "You're not the boss of me"? I remember it well. I was 8, 9, 10 years old, somewhere in there. I was a kid running around the church, creating a ruckus, threatening to harm one of the older members of the church. And one of the men of the church snatched me by my arm and sat me down and told me that I needed to behave. My dad was the pastor. I didn't have to listen to him, and I told him so. I looked him square in the face and said, "I don't have to listen to you. You're not my dad." I'm sure you know how well that went over. It's like a yellow pine tree falling through the middle of a house. We've been doing it for so long we don't even realize that's exactly the problem for the fall of man. It's why teenagers think they know so much and their parents know so little. It's why governments fight and feud. It's why laws that are meant to protect us from our own selfish ambition are repealed and licentiousness flows into culture. We want to be the ones to decide right and wrong for ourselves. It seems obvious in this context that the real truth is that without God we cannot know right and wrong. Without God guiding us, we can't figure our way anywhere. Without some anchor, some guiding star, we're literally and figuratively lost. Right in the middle of the garden. God help us. You know, it could have been anything. It didn't have to be a tree, but if we pay attention to Scripture, we'll see the symbolism of the tree crop up again and again throughout Scripture. Israel's compared to a tree. When Noah was ready to get off the ark, he let out the dove, and it brought back the branch of an olive tree. Now that's the same symbolism that we use today for peace. Like the rainbow, it repeats for us. But that symbolism of the tree comes again. It was on a tree that Jesus suffered and died and made a way for us to be reconciled to God. So it was the tree that caused our downfall, and it's the tree that lifts us up. It's a tree that restores us. It was the attitude in our heart that allowed us to be separated from God, and it was the attitude in the heart of Christ that made a way for reconciliation. He was God. He became man so that we could be lifted up and restored in relationship to God. It was all about the tree.